My wife kept working late for months. I stayed calm, checked one boring statement, and everything fell apart. Sarah and I had been married 7 years, 2 kids, a mortgage that honestly made me a little anxious every single month. We lived in one of those nice suburbs where everyone smiles when you pass them, but nobody really knows anyone. I work from home. She managed a department at a medical supply company downtown. This didn't start with yelling or jealousy or some dramatic moment. It started in the most boring way possible. Last fall, her job suddenly got busy, not in a stressed out way, not like she came home exhausted inventing, just constantly busy. Emails during dinner, calls while I was putting the kids to bed, and that same line over and over. "I'm sorry, I have to head back in." Always calm, always reasonable. At first, I was actually proud of her. She'd wanted to move up for years. Her boss, Mike, sounded intense from the way she talked about him. Deadlines, audits, last-minute issues. I bought it, so I picked up more at home. Baths, homework, bedtime. Some nights dinner was cereal or sandwiches because I was wiped. I didn't make a big deal out of it. I figured this was just one of those phases couples go through. What bothered me wasn't the hours. It was how normal she acted about them. No frustration, no stress, no, "this is killing me." Just neutral, like it wasn't even a thing. If you've ever felt that weird disconnect, you know what I mean. I couldn't explain it, but something didn't line up. One Tuesday stands out really clearly. She was getting ready to leave and said, "I'll be late again. Inventory issue." Then almost as an afterthought, she added, "If it gets really late, I might just stay at Jenna's." I said, "Okay." She didn't stay at Jenna's. She came home at 12:40 a.m., went straight to the shower, didn't say much, and slid into bed like it was a totally normal night. I lay there staring at the ceiling. And honestly, at that point, I wasn't even thinking, "she's cheating." I was just thinking, why does this feel fake? You can explain away a shower. I did. But that feeling didn't go away. If you've ever had that quiet gut feeling that something wasn't right, let me know in the comments what you did about it. And yeah, subscribe if you want more real, no BS stories like this. I didn't confront her. I didn't snoop. I didn't play detective. I just started paying closer attention to small things. About a week later, I was doing our finances. That was always my thing. I opened the credit card statement, half awake, coffee already cold, just going through the usual stuff. Most of it was normal. Groceries, gas, kids' stuff, Target runs. Then I noticed a pattern. Not big charges, nothing obvious, just small amounts that kept repeating. $27, 34, 31. Almost always on weekdays. Almost always late evening. And always at the same two places. One was a wine bar near her office. The other was a parking garage right across the street. I just stared at the screen. Sarah wasn't someone who grabbed wine after work. That just wasn't her. And if she was supposedly stuck at the office late, why was she paying for parking like she was going out? When she used to stay late for real work stuff, she expensed it. I didn't say anything. I scrolled back. 3 months. Same thing. Mostly Tuesdays and Thursdays. I closed the laptop and went to make lunches for the kids like nothing had happened. But my head was already somewhere else. That night she said, "Emergency meeting? Don't wait up." I nodded. Around 10 p.m., I opened the banking app just to make sure I wasn't imagining things. There it was again, same wine bar, about $30. And weirdly, I didn't feel angry. I felt calm, like a puzzle piece finally clicked into place, and now I couldn't unsee it. I waited another 2 weeks after that, not because I wanted more proof, but because I wanted to see if it would stop. It didn't. If anything, it ramped up. She started leaving earlier on busy days, took more time getting ready, different perfume, and she stopped asking about my day altogether. I was just there. One Saturday, I casually said, "So is Mike still writing you about those audits?" She froze, just for a second, but I saw it. "Yeah," she said. "Why?" "No reason," I said. That pause told me enough. The following Monday, I booked a consultation with a lawyer during lunch. Not because I'd decided anything. I honestly hadn't. I just wanted to know what not to screw up if things went bad. The lawyer kept it very practical. Finances, accounts, what to document, what to avoid saying when emotions get involved. It grounded me. After that, I waited for the right moment to talk. That moment came on a Thursday. Of course it did. She got home around 11:50 p.m. I was sitting at the kitchen table, lights on, laptop open, no yelling, no ambush. She stopped when she saw me and asked, "Everything okay?" "Sit down," I said. She did. You could tell she was uncomfortable. I turned the laptop toward her, just the statement, dates and charges highlighted, nothing dramatic, and I asked as calmly as I could, "What kind of work meetings happen at a wine bar on Tuesday and Thursday nights?" She opened her mouth, closed it. Then she said, "Why are you tracking me?" I shook my head. "I'm not tracking you. I track our money. That's always been my thing. You just keep showing up in the same places." She went quiet, then defensive, then emotional. "You're never really present," she said. "You don't see me. And look, I'm not perfect." Maybe there was some truth in that, but it didn't answer the question. So I asked, "Who is Mike?" She didn't answer, and that silence was louder than anything she could have said. I took a breath and said, "Okay, tomorrow I'm opening a separate account. The kids stay on my insurance. We'll go through lawyers from here." She stood up fast. "You can't do that." "I can," I said, "and I am." She cried, said it was stress, said I misunderstood, asked if we could talk later. But when someone does the same thing over and over for months, "You got it wrong," doesn't really land anymore. I packed a bag that night. No drama, clothes, charger, toothbrush. I stayed at a hotel near my office, and as messed up as it sounds, it was the quietest night I'd had in a long time. I slept badly, but my mind wasn't racing. The next week was all logistics, paperwork, accounts, scheduling with the kids. I kept things calm on purpose. Every emotional conversation just turned into her trying to flip things around. She did try to say I abandoned her. That argument didn't hold up very well once timelines and statements were on the table, especially in front of a lawyer. From what I heard later, Mike got transferred. I didn't push for anything beyond that. I wasn't looking for revenge. I just wanted out clean. The person who surprised me the most was my neighbor Tom. We'd barely talked beyond lawn stuff before. One day my babysitter bailed last minute, and I had a meeting. Tom just said, "I've got an hour, it's fine. No questions, no gossip. Just helped. It's been 8 months now. I'm not dating. I'm not pretending I'm fully healed. I'm just steady. The kids are good. We do pizza Fridays now. I walk more. I sleep better than I used to." If you're in that quiet stage where nothing is blowing up, but something feels off all the time, don't ignore it, and don't panic either. Pay attention to patterns, repetition, Things that don't add up. That's usually where the truth hides, not in big dramatic moments, but in the same small choices made over and over again.